Aristas, Crane Azantes, welcome video lovers, welcome to TechNerd 1.0. Folks, I'm not going to belabor the point. We're going to get right to this. We have some Quiet 22 testing for you again today. Everyone seemed to enjoy this. We've got 3 different brands up on the chopping block, all CCI. So let's see what we've got. This is 22 long rifle Subsonic. This is mainly meant for suppressors, but it should be quieter as it is subsonic. They're listing off this at 970 feet per second. We will test that. We also have 22 short copper plated round nose. This is listed at 1080 feet per second. Again, we'll test it and see. And lastly, upon a suggestion from one of my viewers, we have this 22 CB shorts. Again, subsonic and stated to be low noise. We'll see about that. This is 29 grains and 710 feet per second. So we've got a couple things we're going to test here. We are going to test velocity. We're also going to test noise. And we have a new decibel meter. Again, suggestion upon one of my viewers. We're going to test this. We're going to run through probably the velocity first, and then we're going to run through the decibels. I'm not going to do both at the same time because that would cause me to have to read 2 meters at the same time, and I'm not coordinated enough for that. So let's get right to it. Our test vehicle for this is going to be the Henry H001 repeating rifle. And the reason for this is simply because it is very easy to use this for shorter rounds, such as 22 shorts or 22 CB shorts. The tube-fed magazine makes this quite a bit easier. And this is a pretty standard barrel length, standard weapon, so it's, again, makes it great testing platform. All right, so we're going to get right to it. First up is velocity. Stay tuned. All right, folks, hope you can hear me. First up on the testing block is going to be this 22 short. Again, this is advertised at 1080 feet per second. I do have a target set down there. We're going to use that for the velocity test. We will not use that for the sound meter, however, because I'm worried that that is going to cause an issue. We're going to do 5 rounds of each, and then we'll be back. That is 1090. $10.74. $10.66. $10.68. And $10.51. All right, moving on. All right, folks, that was the 22 shorts. Next up is the CB shorts. This is an advertised velocity of 710 feet per second. Let's see how it does. We're going to do 5 rounds. $539. Well below advertised. That one is 609. Quite a variance there. $577. $501. $634. Okay, well, I have to say the CB short actually ran quite a bit lower than advertised velocity. It's advertising 710. I think the highest we got was that last one was at 634. So next up is the all right, folks, next up is the 22 suppressor. Now this is advertised at 970. These are hollow points. Again, this is subsonic. This should be a bit faster than the other ones, but we shall see. $890. $908. $911. $939. And $928. All right, that is it for our velocity testing. We're going to move on to sound testing now. All right, adventurers, we are back, and this is 22 shorts. Again, these are advertised at 1080 feet per second. The sound meter with me talking currently has me at about, I'd say, high 60s to mid 70s with me talking. If I stop talking, we get just regular background noise. I would say we've got about 36 to 40 for background noise. All right, so let's see what we've got here. I'm going to read these off as best I can. .108.1. 108.6. 108.5. 108.4. 108.7. Back at it. These are the CB22 shorts by CCI, advertised at 710 feet per second. Let's see what the sound meter says. .105.4. 105.5. 105.2. 104.7. 105.2. All right, folks, not a lot of difference there, I have to say. Alrighty, adventurers, we are back. This is CCI Suppressor 22, advertised at 970 feet per second. Let's see what the sound meter says. 110.1. 109.8. 109.3. 110 even. 109.5. Okay, that is it. Folks, that's it for our test. Let's go back to the bench and see what we can see. We'll put all this data together. All right, folks, we are back at the bench, and let's get right to the results. I don't want to keep you any more than I have to. All right, here we go. Presented to you in Paul Harrell fashion. This is our list of data that we have. Now, listed FPS for 22 shorts was 1080. For 22 CB shorts was 710, and the subs were at 970. Our average of 5 shots for the 22 shorts was 1070. For the CB shorts was 572. That is significant, and we'll get right back to that. And the subs, the suppressor subs, were at 915. Now these two, close enough to what's listed to say that's fine. This, however, this was surprising. At 572, this was quite a bit lower than the advertised feet per second. I don't know what variable would fit into this issue, this test that we did that might explain that. Chronographs are different. All environmental factors are different. I fail to see, though, however, that this could be that much lower. But that's what we have, and that's what the data is that we're going to go with. Now, moving on to what we're really here for was decibel levels. And we did a 5-shot average, and this is what we came out with. For the 22 shorts, 108.5. For the CB shorts, 105.2, and for the suppressor, 109.7. This, I want to tell you one other thing here that I thought was important. Now, first off, you look at these numbers and they don't look like there's really a whole lot of difference. And on paper, there isn't. Certainly not between the 22 shorts and the subs. However, and this is one of the reasons I was not wearing Ear Pro during this. I'm sure you all noticed, and some of you might have said something down below. There was a reason for that. Yes, I basically took one for the team. I wanted to hear the difference between them without any impediment. These CB shorts at 105.2 was definite difference between the 108s and the 109s, between the 22 shorts and the 22 subs. It was a noticeable difference. Just those few points made a huge difference. Now, I am going to be very interested when we can finally get out. I want to test the Super Calibres and some of the other ones that I still have, some of the Quiet 22s that CCI does, and I really want to see what the difference is here. Now, I did go ahead and look up on the internet to give us a basic equivalency here. The 22 shorts at 108.5 they gave us, that's average like a live rock band. The 105.2, internet tells me this is about equivalent to like maybe a jackhammer or an MP3 at full blast. The suppressor rounds are, again, about the same, equivalent to a live rock band. But to hear them with no Ear Pro, it was a noticeable difference. One other thing that we really did not get into was the grain weight. Now, these subs are at 45 grains. That's pretty heavy for a 22. Most 22s are going to be at around 40. So 45 is pretty heavy. I'm assuming that extra weight is to slow them down just to get them into that subsonic range. The 22 CBs and the 22 shorts are both at 29 grain. So basically what we're doing here is we're looking to see how quiet we can get a 22 without a suppressor. I'm saying just in this test, if you need something that's really quiet to get rid of maybe like a raccoon or a pest or something around the house, and you don't want to wake up the whole neighborhood, following your local laws, of course, this is probably your best bet out of the bunch. CCI even says right on the box that these are for pest control. They're calling these target, and these are for small game. Those are our conclusions. We're definitely going to do more of these tests. I am very interested in this now to see just how quiet we can get these, and also how useful they will actually be. I did have a person comment on my former video that I had made about Quiet 22s, and they were saying that, and again, I don't know if this was a friend of a friend or if it happened to them, they were saying that they had heard, or they were there, a person shooting at a water jug with, I think it was either one of these CB caps or it was like one of the Super Calibres or something like that, and they said it basically hit and bounced off. I find that a little hard to believe, but would I like to test that? Yes. If you have any questions, comments, or more requests for videos, please leave them down here in the doobly-doo. I love this discussion. This is a great topic, so let's hear more. On your way out the door, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to fire off a shot at that bell notification so you know when all of our videos drop at bright early 9 a.m. every morning. Folks, that's all I have for you. This is Tac Nerd signing out.